Welcome back to another video. If you're new, hello, my name is Eyeshadow. So for today's video, I'm going to be creating this look right here. So if you guys are interested, make sure to keep on a while. As you guys can see, I have one side done. Honestly, my intentions was just to create a look for my Instagram, but why not film it? Like, I'm not doing anything. It's quarantine, we're on lockdown, so let's just bring content. My intentions were to create some weird stuff in my eyes. Since I've been in my comfort zone, I just feel like I've been doing the same thing all the time, like all the time, and I just be like so hard on myself, like how can I even get to a level that I want to get to if I don't get out my comfort zone? You know what I'm saying? It didn't come out how I wanted to, but it didn't come out as bad. So I'm gonna be starting, because I don't want to talk too much, but since we in lockdown, why not? Because alright, so we're gonna be starting with our brows. Usually when I come on here, I have my brows done and concealed eyelids, but today I have nothing on. I haven't done nothing because I want to do step by step, but lately I have not been touching my brows at all. Story behind it is because I was gonna do a look and I couldn't find my brow pencil, so I just started doing my eyes, and then when I finished, I honestly forgot to do my brows, and I kind of liked how it looks. So for our base, I'm gonna be taking the Pillowy's base, and the shade that I use is number 2. Usually I like to line them up, but since we are gonna put our eyeshadow up there and all that, I usually cover like my whole eyelid with the base. What I like is you only use a tiny bit and the base would cover your whole eye. Also, when you are applying your base, you want to make sure you are not afraid to like put a decent amount. Since I don't know what I'm doing, I start with a technique that I usually go for, but when I tried it on my other eye, I try a different technique to see which one works better for me. Okay? Make sure there's no creases, and I'm gonna be pressing that shade in. This eye might look better than this one only because I already know what I'm doing, okay? And that's the reason why you practice, you know, you practice. So now what I'm doing is trying to soften up the edges a little bit. I'm taking this little brush . So for a white piece, I'm going to be taking the Hydro Boost cleansing towel, cutting my crease. The guide that I'm using is just following my eyes, like my eye shape. So now I'm taking the Pillowy's base again so we can cut our crease. setting my crease again with the wipey. We're gonna be adding our last shades. Going back and forth with yellow and orange. Adding that white shade, set it. I'm gonna be taking the NYX glitter glue and just a little bit, tapping it on top of whiteout, which is that white. It's in Glam Pigment in white. So as you guys can see, I added my lashes. This is like more of the detailed, you know. And this side just looks not that good. I've said before, this side here was just a practice, and I knew that I was gonna do so much better on this side. And this side looks good, but I can do better. So I'm pretty sure if I was to do it again on this eye, I'll perfect it so much better once I do it another time. So that's like what I usually be doing when it comes to like practicing in a look. So don't ever like frustrate yourself. It only takes practice, and it's makeup. You can take it off and try again. Okay. So I'm going to be jumping into my face. What I did on this side, it's not going to compare to what I'm doing on this side, only because I rushed doing this. I did not moisturize. I only added foundation and my oils on top and then blended everything. But I'm going to be moisturizing my face. Cetaphil Moisture Lotion, which so far is what I've been using, as well as like the cleanser. Very, very important you moisturize your face. I'm gonna be taking the NARS foundation, which is the foundation I always use. Doing that because it doesn't even pump, and my pump just broke. Great. So now that we have that, I'm going to be going with my Cum drops, and I'm gonna be applying just a little bit. I usually put that like underneath, but I did everything all weird and backwards. But since I liked how it blended, I'm just gonna see how this side looks. Let me add my concealer. You see, I added concealer as well first, and I'm using the LA Pro Concealer. When it comes to concealer, I like to apply my concealer, let it sit in for a little bit, and then go in and blend. The struggle, man. Dios. Vamos a ver si sale ahora. When it comes to foundation, you always want to make sure you prep very, very well. You moisturize. I like to use an oil since I have dry skin, and it keeps that glowy effect on. If you have to color correct and all that, you do all of that, but make sure everything is well blended. I like to contour, cream contour, only because I find it that is way better, in which I use the Infallible foundation. When I am applying this foundation, I use a fluffy brush to blend everything. And once I am cream contour, I'm also blending it. So now there is no creases, and I'm going to be setting my face. And I'm using very light pressure. I'm not pressing it in hard. Everything you do when you are doing your face is very light. So I'm gonna be taking my Mario Badescu spray. So I just set my face, and as you guys can see, I don't have too much of a contour type of bronzy look. Usually what I do is I like to take a darker setting powder. This is the one, It Cosmetic. I like to use a setting powder only because it's a very thin powder. So when I set it, it's going to just melt into my skin just how a setting powder is. So it's gonna look flawless. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna look flawless. And ever since that, I don't really use another bronzing type of thing, you know? It goes on very light, very what is that, soft into the skin. Okay, and now I'm gonna be setting once again. When I'm adding my highlighter, I like to apply it when my face is wet, only because when I apply it, it just melts into my skin. I usually like to smile, because when I smile, it already creates like the guide where, you know, it's like shiny, and that's where you want it to glow. So, and I usually like to just tap it very lightly. We're gonna be dimming it down just a bit, okay? And I didn't add blush on this side, so we're gonna be doing that on both sides. And I'm taking the Beauty Creations blush. I just mix it, and that dims it down just a bit. White Journey from the Frozen collection, and honestly this is the first thing I found. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little tutorial. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. I will definitely appreciate it. Make sure you turn your post notification bell on so you can get notified every time I upload a video. And I mean, like I've said before, any other video suggestions you guys would like for me to do for you guys, just let me know down below. I would see you guys on my next video.